inside. We need someone to open up the heart.
Me and I done drove over 2 hours to get home to get you some bread so you can eat tonight.
Amen.
But it's happening every day. Oh, Johnny. Oh, sorry, not your name is Johnny. I'm just. Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny. You don't want that pork chop, baby? You and the husband eating chicken. What kind of mess? Let me move on. You can see it's affecting me. Can't you tell? It's like my brain. It's just like, well, you know how you had a scratch CD? Be like, like my brain was like, you're fool. I'm coming out of it now. Woo, I'm coming out of it. Didn't happen in the home where I grew up at. You ain't know Louise, boy, I'm telling you. Right? Then Zedekiah the king, 21, commanded they should commit Jeremiah in the court of the prison. They take him to a different place, but he's still going to prison. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
That they should give him daily piece of bread out of the baker's street until all the bread in the city was spent. Thus Jeremiah remained in the court of the prison. So at least they're giving him something to eat now, but he's still in prison. But he never changes. He never changes his tune. Let's go to chapter 38. It's not long at all. He never changes his tune. And you got to think about how these people were. Write this down as a reference. Isaiah 30th chapter, starting at verse 8. This is the kind of people. Starting at Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Sing the song that we wrote for you to sing. Sing the song that how, remember how I got all my family here and we voted you in to the poor. We voted you in as the next pastor. Sing our song. No, don't try to change. We ain't with that sin-free living stuff. Sing the song that we taught you. Rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not unto the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get you out of the way. Turn the sad out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. We don't want no part of God. Don't tell us about our future. Don't tell us about our past. Don't warn us against God. Man, just leave it. We don't even care if it's a lie. Just tell us what's going to make us feel good. I deserve it. Man, I came through a rough week. I need to hear something that's going to edify me and glory and give me some glory. You don't know what I've been through this week. I need a message that's going to just make me feel good all over. And Paul definitely knows how Jeremiah must have been feeling. 2 Corinthians 11, chapter verse 24, he says, of the Jews 5 times I received 40 stripes, save one. Thrice I was beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. At night and a day I've been in the deep, in journeys often, in pearls of waters, and pearls of robbers, and pearls by my own countrymen, by people I walk with and talk with every day. They forsook me, Paul said. Pearls by the heathen, and pearls in the city, and pearls in the wilderness. Everywhere I went, just pressure. Everywhere I went, constant travail. Everywhere I went, constant persecution. Everywhere I went, constant separation. Everywhere I went, I found out who was my friend and who wasn't my friend. Every road goes a little bit higher and higher. Every road goes a little bit higher and higher and higher. prayer, more testing, more praying, more fasting, more separating, more accusing, more false accusing, more people being brought to lie against you, more people being brought to lie against you at work and in the house and then within your family, more lies, more, the devil uses more people. He said the foes of your household is who you got to deal with. Amen. Bring accusations against Christ. You're Christ. And some of you sit right at the table with him and eat dinner. Yeah, amen. You singing that song. And pearls by my own countrymen, and pearls by the heathen, and pearls in the city, and pearls in the wilderness, and pearls in the sea, and pearls among false brethren, and weariness, and painfulness, and watchings often. Always got to watch my back. Always got to check behind me what's going on. And hungers and thirst, and fasting often, and cold and nakedness, besides all those things which were without, that which come upon me every day, daily. This is the daily walk. And we complain about every little thing. Got an excuse why we can't be on time, why we ain't in our uniform, why we ain't in place. We have excuses because why we ain't got our part of the money. Why it is our day to walk the dog and my feet hurt. Well, it's like, who cares? Do your job. Amen. Do your job. But what do we hire you to do? You're not a police officer. You're a secretary. Take that bandana off and sit down. All you got is a club. They got a gun. Sit down somewhere and be quiet. I don't even go to your church. Listen to your supervisor. I don't even go to your church. But now you read in Corinthians, it said, cast it down, imagination. It's the truth. Take that bandana off. Sit down somewhere and be quiet. Ain't no police officer. All that paper around your desk. Clean up your desk. You had that follow you all your life. What your teacher say? Johnny sit in 5 desks. Johnny sit in 5 desks. He moved to this desk, and then he got another desk. Then he got another desk. And he got 5 desks in the classroom. Well, I don't know. So he grown up in them. Supervisor goes, take that bandana off. Let's clean this mess around your desk. You're a grown man still doing the same thing. But you change it to him. Right? Chapter 38 now. Stay with me, neighbor. This is rich. Then the son of Mattan and Gedaliah and Jusel and Pashur heard the words that Jeremiah had spoken to all the people, saying, now underline that your Bible to work with people listening what you talking about. People listening to what you talking about. What you talking about? Who you talking about? You got some good gossip. It says they heard the words that Jeremiah had spoken unto all the people, saying, thus saith the Lord, he that remaineth in this city shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. But he that goeth forth to the Chaldeans shall live, for he shall have his life for a prey and shall live. Thus saith the Lord, this city shall surely be given into the hand of the king of the Babylonian army, which shall take it. Therefore the prince said unto the king, we beseech thee, let this man be put to death. Put to death. For thus he weakened the hands of the men of war that remain in this city, and the hands of all the people, and speaking such words unto them. He killed Jeremiah because these prophecies are causing the people to be weak. It's causing the people not want to fight. The truth is causing you not to want to fight. No, they started wanting to fight a little too late. They should have been listening to the prophecies way back when. We're on chapter 38 of Jeremiah. And now I'm the reason why you're not making it in life. No, go back to your childhood. You didn't listen to your mama.
Come on. Amen. Come on.
No, you didn't listen to your daddy. And some of you grow up without discipline, and so you think you can push God around. Now you sit right here, God, till I get back, I'm going to swing it. But I'll be back. But I'll be back. Girl, I'm so tired. Girl, I'm so tired. I got in round 2. I don't even know how I made it in. But I sure thank God. He wasn't with your whoring drunk self. Cut that mess out. Cut that mess out. And you don't know if you killed somebody. You just woke up from last night. Cut that mess out. Girl, I just thank the Lord. He was with me all the time. Lying devils. The Lord is not in no bar.
Amen.
Flashing his business card. Well, I'm on the deacon board at First Church. It's on First Street. It's the first door on the right. First Street is the first. I'm a first Levite, and you want to be a first lady? It's first. I don't know the pastor. Girl, don't worry about it. Just you gonna come on, go with me now, right? God ain't with you in no bar. He's not. God don't go with sin. He does not identify with sin. In no way. He's not with you. Come on, God. Just pulling that machine. Come on, Jesus. Come on. Come on. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. You done hit that machine so much, now you got to have surgery because you done dislocated. Come on. Come on. Come on, Father. Then tore a ligament in your shoulder. And every time you move too fast, the arm pop out. What kind of mess? Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Come on, Father. In the name of the Father, the Son, and a gambling place.
Amen.
I'm blowing this dice in the name of Jesus. Come on, Father. Come on, Father. Go back now. It's the Holy Ghost work. You laughing, but you'll be surprised. And you gambling, you think God with you? You really stupid. Your CD is scratched. Stuck in the same spot. Right? I'm almost done. This is rich. You need this. Let this man be put to death, they say here in verse 4. For thus he weakened the hands of the men of war that remain in the city, the hands of all the people, and speaking such words unto them. He only told them, thus saith the Lord. That's all Jeremiah had for them. That's all true men and women of God have. All we have is the word. You're not angry at me. You're angry at the truth that it has found you out. And you ever know when sometimes when you tell the people the truth, they just want you to hurry up and shut up. You don't have to keep on telling me I'm a whore. You ain't got to keep on telling me. You ain't got to keep on telling me. Me and the man were separated, so I just looked for somebody new. No, you're whoring. You is a whoring. No, you're a drunkard. Let's be free. You're a drunkard. You're addicted to porn. You're addicted to porn. You watch those nasty movies which make you nasty. Let's free ourselves. He said, Mary and Martha, you move the stone, I can raise the dead. You ain't got to have no movies done real to real, and you just got them set where they on auto. Sorry, my head itches. You got them on auto. When that one movie go off, the other one just automatically, the movie ain't even all the way off with the words go, and then you got another one popping up. And now you're a pervert. Everything walking, you looking. All that stuff going into you. Those devils, they coming right off those screen, right into you. Right, they coming right off the screen, right into you. And you didn't call a 1-900 number so much. You want to divorce your wife because she don't look like the porn star. You done left your family, quit your job to go find. That's an imaginary character.
Come on, Reverend.
Caught up in the wrong stuff, singing the wrong song. You singing the wrong song. You singing the wrong song. Abominations. The Bible said if you have any pleasure in these, if you let it go on and you know it's wrong, you are as guilty as the person who's partaking of it. You let your kids have sex under your roof. You know they're not married. You are as guilty as if you in there and it was an orgy. That's what the Word of God says.
Amen.
You know they're gambling in the basement and he got that monitor thing on his ankle, but you so happy he just in the house. But you still can't sleep.
It's the truth.
You still watching your pocketbook.
That's right.
You still moving your money around, and some money you done moved it so much time you don't even know where it is. You done hid it from yourself. Up in here. Now who got peace? You still paying a mortgage and got to sit up. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? And then go to work, do the pay all day, pay hours, come back, try to lay down, get back up. What's that? In your own house?
Yep. Amen.
Something wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. We got to get free of those devices. Sometimes kids get in trouble, they need to go to jail. Because most of them wake up in jail. Had they stayed on the street, maybe they might be dead.
Amen.
But jail slow you down, make you think. Some of our kids, you want to take your mortgage down there to bail them out for them to get in trouble, and now your bail money is gone. That's gone. Putting your house up, Lord have mercy. The home I'm living in, put it off the hook. No, wake me up with it. Just come on back around. You come up out of that delusion. I'll still be here praying for you. But you got to get up out of here. Because you having a nightmare and I don't want to be, I'm not into inclusion. Right?
Amen.
Say amen if you can. Some of y'all can't. Some of y'all can't. Because I didn't describe your scenario. You let everything go on in your house. And talking about, Lord, we all are here together. I got my husband. I feel like the lady with the shoes. She has so many kids. She know what to do. But God, they all here. They got their girlfriends and their boyfriends. Some same-sex union. And they're drinking. You can't even sleep. But Lord, you are so good. Good trouble? Can't get no peace. Can't get rest. Always jumping, always got to borrow money. Come on, somebody. Right? What song you singing? Are you keeping the right tune? You still singing the same song? Come on, think about it. You might be singing another song. You ever heard one of them songs from when you was in the world and you just going right past the restaurant? They just happen to play it. You at home, man. You watching the news about the weather. Here go. What's going on? You like what? So now you got to think about it. You just passed by the restaurant on your way home. That got in your man. So what it must be like if you indulging in that. Yeah. You walk straight past. Yeah. No thought on it, nothing. But here you are at the dinner table, maybe finna say your prayers before you go to sleep. Here it comes. What's going on? You start pleading the blood to get rid of it. But what if you was in a restaurant and you was enjoying that song? So what did that song do? It took you back to the day when you used to play that song. Now it's taking you back in your mind to the people that was there with you when you played that song. And what was you doing then? And now the devil makes, see, always want to make you feel like you missing something. I'm just an old married woman. You feel me?
Yep.
You better watch this. You better watch this.
Yes.
You better watch this. What you thinking about, who you hanging out with, who has influence over you. Now notice this man Jeremiah. Notice this man Jeremiah. He went through a lot of stuff, but he never changed his tune. Never. He never changed. Never. He started out with God, and when he had discouragement, did you see him when he was talking about that time he told the Lord he wished that he had not been born? He didn't tell the people in the city. He told it to God who could do something about it. When he was feeling discouraged and how he said, Lord, you are stronger than me, and these people, they keep on beating up on me. He didn't go tell the people. He did that to God, between him and God. Something going on with you. You need to get along with God and see what's going on with you. You need to get along with the word. Let the word minister to you. And you praying, Lord, I got to understand it. Lord, you open this up. Lord, I got to understand this. My life depends on it. I'm a double-minded man, Lord. I got to get that Legion of Man book. I'm in deceived. I'm deceived. Let me get the unforgivable sin. I need to read those hard things. I need to listen to those hard tapes. I need to listen to messages about hell to shake myself loose from this.
Yes.
I don't need to hear nothing about no promises. I need to hear about if you miss this flight.
Yep. Amen. Amen.
No matter what your board and pass say, you doomed. You know how sometimes you got to hear them hard messages. Not them, and you put them all out on the bed. And you're going to pick the one you listen to. You got all your favorites in that. You're going to pick out. Now, this is the one for me. Yeah, there it is. Glory to God in the highest. Now you need to pick out that one. Thou wins, resurrection of the old man. What would be your last prayer? Ooh. Are you avoiding the truth? The book of Revelation. Ow! That was hot. That's the one you probably need to listen to.
Amen. Amen.
As we finish now, they took verse 6. Jeremiah cast him into the dungeon. We just read that. And in the dungeon there was no water but mire. So Jeremiah sunk in the mire. And here comes the Ethiopian brother. He goes to talk to the king and says, you know, if we keep Jeremiah in there, he's going to die. So the king tells him to take the men, coming to verse number 11. So Ebed-Melech took the men with him and went into the house of the king under the treasury and took thence old cast clocks and old rotten rugs, and they let him down. They brought Jeremiah up, and Jeremiah, he remained in the prison, but they took him out of that. They took him up out of that. They took him out of the dungeon, but he remained in the prison. And here we are in verse 14. Then Zedekiah the king sent, notice, here it is, he's going to have Jeremiah his beck and call. Notice this. It's real important. He wants Jeremiah to see, boy, I got power. I can set you free, or I can put you back down in that dungeon. And that's what people are trying to get you to see. I got power over you. You do what I say or else. Ain't nobody got no power over you. Well, if I don't go with them, then they're not going to be my friend. Then they really ain't your friends.
Come on now.
Who is you calling a friend?
Yep.
Preach it, Reverend. Then Zedekiah the king sent and took Jeremiah the prophet unto him into the third entry, that is in the house of the Lord. And the king said unto Jeremiah, I will ask thee a thing, had nothing from me. Now you've been down in 2 dungeons now. You've been in a couple of prisons. Let me ask you something. Ain't that sneaky? And they lifted you up. Now I had that brother go get you and lift you up. And you know, you still in the prison, but you ain't down in the hole. You in prison, but you ain't in the hole. You ain't in solitary confinement no more. But you're still in jail. Then Zedekiah the king sent and took Jeremiah the prophet unto him into the third entry, that is in the house of the Lord. And the king said unto Jeremiah, now this was a secret entrance. Keep that in mind. And the king said unto Jeremiah, I will ask thee a thing, had nothing from me. Now, Zedekiah know Jeremiah ain't going to tell him nothing but the truth. Then Jeremiah said unto Zedekiah, if I declare it unto thee, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go, y'all. Wilt thou not surely put me to death? Jeremiah got to be thinking, now how many times they going to put me in jail before they kill me? Right? Well, listen to the word of the Lord. Listen to the word of the Lord. I want you to hear this. This is so rich. Matthew, the 10th chapter. Neighbor, you still with me? Matthew, the 10th chapter, verse 17 says, but beware of men. But beware of who? But beware of men. But beware of who? But beware of men. But beware of who? But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no doubt how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in the same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall raise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of how many men? All men, for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. You're going to keep that. You're going to keep that tone. Are you going to change your tone? You're going to change your tune? You're going to change your tone? It's a lot for us to think about today. He says, so Zedekiah, verse 16, the king swears secretly unto Jeremiah, saying, as the Lord God liveth, that made us this soul, I will not put thee to death, neither will I give thee into the hand of these men that seek thy life. Zedekiah don't have no control over what happens to Jeremiah anyway. He wants Jeremiah to feel that he has power over him, to challenge Jeremiah, to get him to compromise. Nobody can make you sin. You got to go to sin. Sin doesn't come to you. Nobody can make you fail God. That got to be in your heart, that discontentment, that dissatisfaction, wanting your little frail feelings. No. Sin doesn't come to you. You go to sin. The Bible says, let no man say that when he is tempted, that he is tempted of the Lord. But he is drawn, every man is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. There was something in there what you saw you wanted. Amen, somebody?
Amen.
Right? Finishing up now, it says here, then said Jeremiah to Zedekiah, thus said the Lord. That's all he got. That's all Jeremiah got for him. That's all he got for him. That's all he got for him. He ain't got nothing. Hey, my brother. He ain't got nothing. Hey, my brother. No, he ain't got what be down. All he got is what he got in the beginning. Thus saith the Lord. He said, thus saith the Lord, the God of hosts, the God of Israel, if thou wilt surely go forth unto the king of Babylon's prince, thy soul shall live. The same thing he been telling them all this time. And this city shall not be burned with fire, and thou shalt live in thine house. But if thou wilt not go forth to the king of Babylon, to the king of Babylon princes, then shall this city be given into the hand of the Chaldeans, and they shall burn it with fire, and thou shalt not escape out of their hand. And Zedekiah the king said unto Jeremiah, I am afraid of the Jews. Here comes the truth. Here comes the truth after all of that. Here comes the truth. He is finally out. He had fear. He was a punk leader. Here comes the truth. He is the real reason. He is the real reason. He is the real reason. He says here, I was what? He said, I was afraid of the Jews. that are fallen to the Chaldeans, lest they deliver me into their hand and they mock me. Here is the truth. I don't want people making fun of me. I don't want people to call me a holy roller. I don't want people to separate from me because I'm young and they see me serving God. Here, finally, after all of that, here's the reason. Oh, that's the reason why you act the way you act. You're insecure about who you are. Oh, I see now. Oh, that's the reason why you act like that. You're a jealous person. You don't have your own identity, so you talk about and talk down about what everybody else is doing because you ain't got no business of your own. Oh, now I get it. Oh, now I get it. You don't like when we talk about marriages because you ain't married. You don't know how to love. You don't even know how to receive love. So you can't know how to give love. Oh, I see. Oh, I see now. You think everybody is fake because you don't know how to be for real. Oh, I see now. I see. You think your parents tough because they got rules. They give you discipline. You think your parents tough because you hanging out with friends who control their parents. And your parents are saying, not up in here. See, you've been influenced, but you need to be defleed. You've been hanging around dogs and you done picked up something. My mama knew how to get them fleas out of me. She had that robotic arm. Them fleas didn't even want to be around. They hurried up, putting that kid in the tub, be like, we'll be back there on our way out. Because you finna get it beat down. You gonna stand up or she gonna beat you down. We'll be back though. We're gonna step out for it. Because when she get through with you, we don't even want, we love you, but we don't want to be you. And when Luke get finished with you, girl, you're going to need a skin graft. But we'll be back. We'll be back in the summer. How long is it going to take you to heal? I need every whipping I got.
Yes.
Right? Say now if you refuse to go. This is the word that the Lord hath shown me, he said. And behold, all the women that are left in the kingdom of Judah's house shall be brought forth to the king of Babylon princes. And those women shall say, thy friends have sat on thee, and have prevailed against thee. Thy feet are sunk in the mire, and they are turned away back. So they shall bring out all the wives and the children to the Chaldeans, and thou shalt not escape out of their hand, but shall be taken by the hand of the king of Babylon, and thou shalt cause the city to be burned with fire. Then said Zedekiah to Jeremiah, let no man know of these words, and thou shalt not die. And that's the same thing that's going on in the churches now. Don't talk about sin. Don't talk about what we shouldn't do. Don't talk about what we can't do. Because, you know, after all, we the board. We put you up. Now, this is what we want you to preach about. Now, you know what? The church is growing now. We got all the young people in here. We've been just crying out for young people. And now we got young people here. We got young people here now. They finally coming in. We got families coming in. They finally coming in. Don't do nothing to disrupt it. Just keep on going along with everybody else. Now, that's why we had to get rid of that other preacher. That other preacher start talking about fathers need to be home with their children. We had to get rid of it. You know what kind of movement that's going on right now. We trying to get in with the movement, what's going on now. And you know, it ain't really nothing wrong with the teenagers bringing their friends over. So that's how we didn't instruct them. So don't come in here talking about no sin and holy living and what all you got to do. Listen to it from the word, 1 Kings 22, 7 and 8. And Jehoshaphat said, is there not here a prophet of the Lord besides that we might inquire of him? And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, there is one man, Micaiah, the son of Imlah, by whom we may inquire of the Lord. But I hate him, for he do not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. Why? Because he was evil. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so. I want to find me a church that fit my living style. I want to find me a church that let me do whatever I want to do. I want to find, I need to go to a church that fit me. That I can feel comfortable at. Comfortable in sin at. Comfortable in shame and adultery and fornication and stealing and lasciviousness. I need to find me a church where they ain't pointing the finger at me. Amen. He says, but if the princes hear that I have talked with thee, and they come unto me and say unto thee, declare unto us now what has said unto the king. Had it not from us, we will not put you to death. Also, what the king said unto thee, then thou shalt say unto them, I presented my supplication before the king, and he would not cause me to return to Jonathan's house to die there. So he gonna ask Jeremiah what the Lord said, and then try to tell Jeremiah what to say if the people asked him what God said. It's right here in the word. Then came all the princes unto Jeremiah and asked him, and he told them according to all these words that the king had commanded. So they left off speaking with him, for the matter was not perceived. So Jeremiah abode in the court of the prison until the day that Jerusalem was taken. And he was there when Jerusalem was taken. He was there when Jerusalem was taken. And what I like about the movie Jeremiah that I seen is when Nebuchadnezzar came on the scene. And maybe we're going to end with this. Nebuchadnezzar says, didn't the prophet Jeremiah tell you that I was coming? Well, neighbor, I had a good time with you today. I hope you were blessed. And no matter what you are going through, remember I love you and the Lord loves you too. And I'll see you again next time. God bless you.